Alright, so here I got a battle against a guy from a Smogon Wi-Fi battle finder thing. This is the first Wi-Fi battle I had in a couple weeks, so it's going up here. And he's using a group of random shit on his team. I'm using a rain team that I'm working on right now. But yeah, I really don't have anything to fear from him, except maybe the Dragonite, because Dragonite is really good with the multi-scale Dragonite's outrage set. So yeah, for possible leads, I'm pretty sure he's gonna think I'm gonna lead with Politoed. So he could potentially lead with the Sceptile and set up a sub on my switch, and that could be kind of annoying. But he could also lead with the Arcanine, because I know that thing gets Wild Volt, and I'm not too sure how much that's gonna do to Politoed, because nobody good uses Arcanine. Well, not in OU anyway. So yeah, he decides to lead with the only thing I was fearing, so that's really good for me, because you know, I still have my team perfectly intact, and I do have quite a bit of things that could handle the Dragonite at this point. So I'm gonna go for the Ice Beam. It doesn't do that much, so he's probably a bulky variant. And I remembered here that one time I got swept on PO by a bulky Dragonite with Roost and shit, because I didn't have anything left for it. But it was late game, it wasn't the first thing that came out. But apparently he was counting on the 2-hit KO. So that's not going to work out for him, because even though I don't have leftovers, it's not a 2-hit KO. And I guess he was counting on max damage or something like that, but he doesn't get it, so I don't give a fuck. Then he brings out Clefable, so that's a perfect chance for me to use Rest, because why the fuck not? It'll heal my shit up, and he really can't do too much. I was kind of thinking he might go for like Cosmic Power, but then again I do have my Toxicroak, so I don't give a fuck if he uses Cosmic Power. So he goes for Seismic Toss. Here I could go to my Toxicroak, but I know that shit learns T-Wave, so I'm not going to go out because I don't want my Toxicroak T-Waved yet. So I'm going to go into Ferrothorn, try to set up rocks, but I think I misclick here or something. He shows me Encore on the Switch though, trying to lock me into Rest, but whatever. Now that I use the Leech Seed, that's pretty much bait for him to go for Encore again, since he is going to be able to outspeed my Ferrothorn and lock me into Leech Seed. But yeah, I use that to go into my Toxicroak, and I'm able to finish him off with the Life Orb Cross Drop. So I don't really know why he didn't go into this Dusclops. I guess maybe he thought he'd live a hit, thinking I'd be the bulk up sub variant with not too much attack, but I am, so his shit died. So he sends out a Dusclops. I went to Ferrothorn just to take whatever and get up Stealth Rock on the Switch. I am confused. So he brings in this Ursaring shit here. And now is when I have to make the decision whether or not he's a Trick Room set. So I went for Gyro Ball, assuming he's going to be the Quick Feet. And even if he wasn't Quick Feet, a Gyro Ball wouldn't have done as much. But then I would just demolish that thing with Toxicroak, because he doesn't have up the Trick Room. So thankfully I don't get too much Confusion Hacks, or none at all right there anyway. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave my Ferrothorn in to die, and since I do have Jirachi with Protect, I'm gonna be able to Protect and let the Poison finish him off. So now he brings in this Arcanine. Even though it is raining, I assumed he'd go for the Stab move, because it should still do quite a bit, because normally Jirachi is specially defensive and mine is specially defensive. So yeah, but he decides to go for Close Combat, which I guess works out pretty good for him, but it looks like it might be a 2-hit KO, but it's not going to be, because he didn't get up Rocks, and that is why you get up Rocks, because Rocks is the best move in the game. So I believe I get a crit Scald here. At this point I was ready to sacrifice this piece of shit anyway, because I mean the other guy does have a Sceptile, so Gastrodon's really not going to be able to do too much. So even if he did kill me, got max damage both times or something like that, then I could have just went on to something else and killed the Arcanine. So whatever. Arcanine dies, then he brings out this Dusclops. I thought he might use like Nightshade or Will-O-Wisp. It really doesn't matter what he used. I'm just going to go for Recover. Try to get off a burn on it if possible, and that surprisingly does a good chunk. Even though it is raining, I wasn't expecting to do that much. But then again, I do run a couple of special attack EVs on this thing, so it looks like they might pay off, even though the EV spread that I use is kind of retarded. But yeah, like you see, it helped me here. So that thing is gonna die. I hit myself in confusion. He decides to go for Nightshade. It's not gonna kill though, because Gastrodon has really good HP, as you can see there, and the burn is gonna finish him off because he doesn't have leftovers due to the Eviolite gate shit. So now he goes out to the Sceptile. I don't know why he didn't do this the last turn, but I'm gonna figure out here or the next turn that he specs. So he didn't really want to lock himself into a grass move because I do have my Jirachi, which is gonna totally wall that piece of shit. So yeah, I just go into Toxicroak. I know that thing can learn Earthquake, but even if he does Earthquake, then I got Gyarados, and since he hasn't got up Rocks, I think I should be able to level Rock Slide if he does have that. So whatever, he specs, so he can't switch moves, and I resist it, and then I Ice Punch him, and then he dies. So that was a game. I know it wasn't the best battle in the world, but I really don't feel like battling like 80,000 times a week just to get a decent battle. So comment, rate, all that shit. I'm out.